You're listening to a production of the National Media Archive. To learn more or volunteer, go to nationalmediaarchive.com.
Have you ever started a new habit, maybe daily journaling, meditating, or eating healthier only to watch your motivation fizzle out within days? You're not alone. According to research on behavioral inertia, up to 80% of resolutions collapse within the first month. Now you might be thinking, is it just a willpower issue? Actually, the science says it's about process, not just motivation. Today, I want to walk you through a proven, step-by-step framework that doesn't just promise result, it actually delivers. Ready to transform your habits from fleeting wishes to lifelong changes? Let's dive in. Let me tell you a story. For years, I tried to build a morning routine. I bought planners and downloaded productivity apps, but nothing stuck. Why? Because I didn't understand the real mechanics of habit formation things like ego depletion and cue routine reward. But once I learned to focus on tiny, specific actions, everything changed. So, if you're tired of false starts, stay with me. The journey begins now. Let's kick off with a psychological principle called ego depletion. Imagine your willpower is like a smartphone battery. Every decision you make drains a little bit of that charge. That's why tackling multiple habits simultaneously almost guarantees burnout. Instead, laser focus on one new habit. This isn't just theory. Stanford's habit formation studies show that single tasking boosts your odds of sticking with it by over 40%. Now, you may ask, but what if I want to overhaul my whole lifestyle? Here's the catch. By channeling your energy into mastering a single change, you create a ripple effect. Nail one habit, and you'll have more mental bandwidth to layer on others later. So, what's your one thing? Pick it now, and let's make you an expert in it. And here's an actionable tip. Do a mini deep dive into your chosen habit. Read one article, watch a short video, or listen to a podcast about it today. Knowledge is your secret weapon. Consistency isn't glamorous, but it's the unsung hero of habit formation. Ever heard that it takes 21 days to make a habit? Or maybe 66 days? The truth is, sciences specifically, a 2009 study from University College London shows the timeline is fluid. Some habits take just 18 days, others more than 250. But here's what works for almost everyone. Commit to a minimum of 30 days. Why 30? It's enough to weather those early enthusiasm dips and build automaticity. That's the technical term for when a behavior becomes second nature, like locking your door without thinking. For the next month, make your habit non-negotiable. Block time in your calendar, set reminders, and make it part of your daily rhythm. And don't let perfection be the enemy of progress. If you miss a day, don't scrap the whole plan, just pick up where you left off. Progress is cumulative, not all or nothing. Here's a secret weapon, the habit anchor. Behavioral scientists call this cue-based habit formation. Instead of relying on fleeting motivation, a notoriously unreliable fuel to your new habit to something you already do, like brushing your teeth or making coffee. This is a core idea in BJ, Fogg's Tiny Habits method. Picture this. After you pour your morning coffee, the anchor, you immediately write one sentence in your gratitude journal, the new habit. The brain loves patterns, and this piggybacking technique turns your autopilot into an ally. So, take a minute and identify a daily anchor. Is it after your lunch break, right before you go to bed? Link your habit to this existing action and watch the magic happen. Let's talk about micro-commitments. Think of these as atomic habit-stinny actions that require almost zero willpower. The technical term here is minimum viable behavior. For example, instead of vowing to run 5 miles, start by lacing up your sneakers and stepping outside. Or write just one paragraph instead of a whole chapter. Now, you might be thinking, isn't that too small to matter? But here's the twist. Small steps generate momentum. The Zeigarnik effect means our brains crave completion, so one small win leads to another. I once challenged myself to do just one push-up a day. Some days that's all I did, but most days I did more. The barrier to entry was so low I couldn't say no. Design your micro-commitment today. Make it so easy you'd feel silly not doing it. That's your launch pad. Let's borrow a trick from comedian Jerry Seinfeld, the don't break the chain method. Here's how it works. For every day you complete your habit, mark a big X on a calendar. This is called a visual feedback loop. Over time, those X's form a streak-a tangible chain that you won't want to break. Why does this work? It's about behavioral momentum. Seeing a streak taps into our aversion to loss, what psychologists call loss aversion. The more days you stack together, the harder it becomes to skip. And on rough days, the chain itself becomes your motivator. So grab a wall calendar, app, or even a sticky note. Your only mission? Add that X every single day. Start small, but aim for unbroken chains. Let's face it, life throws curveballs. That's where if, then planning, also known as implementation intentions, comes in. This simple cognitive tool prepares your brain for obstacles before they happen. For example, if it's raining during my walk time, then I'll do a 10-minute YouTube workout. This isn't just positive thinking, it's strategic neural wiring. The brain builds preloaded scripts, so you don't have to negotiate in the moment. Research shows if-then planners are up to 300% more likely to stick to their goals. So, identify your top 3 habit obstacles right now. For each, write an if-then plan. You're not just hoping for the best, you're engineering your own success. Here's something powerful. We perform better when we're being observed. Psychologists call this the Hawthorne effect. So, how do you use it? Share your habit goal with a friend, post updates on social media, or join a public challenge. Suddenly, you're not just accountable to yourself, you're accountable to your circle. Tech tools can help too. Apps like Coach, Me, or Chains turn your progress into visible data. And if you want to level up, find an accountability partner, someone who'll check in, cheer you on, or even challenge you. Now, you might be shy about going public, but trust me, even a single comment or post can boost your follow-through by 33%, according to recent habit tracking research. Don't go it alone, enlist your tribe. Let's talk rewards. Behavioral psychology calls this positive reinforcement, and it's essential for long-term habit formation. Why? Because your brain releases dopamine, a feel-good neurotransmitter, when you celebrate small wins. But here's the twist. Rewards don't have to be big or expensive. Maybe it's watching your favorite show, taking a relaxing bath, or treating yourself to a fancy coffee. The key is anticipation. Looking forward to a reward builds what scientists call reward prediction error, which actually increases motivation. So, set up milestone rewards. After a week of consistency, treat yourself. After a month, do something special. Fun isn't just a bonus, it's your secret weapon for sticking with new habits. Finally, let's talk identity-based Habitsa concept championed by James Clear. The idea is simple. True change sticks when it becomes part of who you are, not just what you do. This is rooted in self-perception theory. We internalize behaviors as part of our identity. So, instead of saying, I'm trying to run, say, I'm a runner. These micro-affirmations reinforce the new self-image. Each small win is evidence, proof that you're becoming the person you want to be. Reflect for a moment. What identity are you building? Start each day with, I'm the type of person who, and fill in the blank with your new habit. Over time, your actions and your self-concept will align. So, we've covered the 9 essential steps. Focus on one habit, commit for 30 days, anchor it, take baby steps, don't break the chain, plan for obstacles, create accountability, celebrate milestones, and build your new identity. Now it's your turn. What's the one habit you're committed to starting today? Declare it right now, out loud or in a message to a friend. Make your commitment public, even if it feels scary. The act of declaring is the first step to actualizing your new identity. Remember, personal growth isn't about perfection, it's about progress. You've got the blueprint. The next step is yours. And if you want more tools, check out our other videos and resources in the show notes. Let's build a life you're proud of, one habit at a time.